What's up everyone? Got another knife for you to take a look at. This is the Smith & Wesson Model 910 fixed blade knife made by Taylor Brands. If you're interested in this knife, stick around. Alright everyone, this is the Smith & Wesson Model 910 fixed blade knife. Now, I had absolutely no intentions of doing a review on this knife. It was given to me as a gift almost 2 years ago. And when I got it, I thought it was pretty cool. It came with a black paracord wrap on the handle. I actually wasn't a big fan of it. It just made the knife just look very boring to me. So I did the brown and thought that helped and used it very sparingly and then just set it off to the side, and mainly because of this sheath. It is right hand only with this tiny little pocket clip. Now it's pretty tough spring steel. Just to be honest, I didn't trust it, and carrying it in right hand only availability, it did nothing for me. So I really hardly ever used this knife until recently. I was doing something, actually I was making a video, and I don't remember what video it even was at this point, and this just happened to be in the top drawer of my workbench, and I pulled it out, and I think I was making some shavings on a piece of fat wood or something, and I thought, wow, that knife actually did a very good job at that. So I started looking at it a little bit closer and started using it a little bit more, and it does have a fairly sharp, not so much down here, but out here past this jimping, it's got a pretty sharp 90-degree spine, and it throws sparks off of a ferro rod very well. So I figured let's use this knife a little bit more. So I have been using it quite a bit off and on for the past couple of weeks. No heavy use. I actually did a little bit of batoning with it, nothing major. And just to show you there, right there, it's well, it's showing Smith & Wesson, and the model number. How it's going to show up there? Try and get it in focus. SW910. So yeah, and it's got a little bit of scuff marks on it. Actually, some resin, I think, from some fat wood. But anyways, so yeah, I've actually been quite impressed with this knife. It did come fairly sharp, so that really wasn't a complaint. Let's before I go much further, let's go over the specs here. I've actually pulled them up on my phone. So the overall length is 7 7/8 inches long, with a 3 3/8 blade length and a 3 1/8 cutting edge. The steel, it's nothing to write home about. It's 7CR17 MOV. Drop point with a hollow grind. The handle length is 4.5 inches. The sheath is just molded polymer. Country of origin is China. So another kind of knock against this knife. It is available in the drop point, and you can also buy the exact same knife with a Tonto blade, the Tonto tip. And I think they're the same price. Right now I see these on Amazon for about $22. So like I said, the sheath, you can see these here. This didn't come with the sheath. When I started using this knife, I said, yeah, but I want to use it some more, but I don't feel like making a sheath for this knife, especially if I don't really end up liking the knife. So I did have a small piece of scrap leather. So all I did was I cut a piece of leather, a little bit bigger than this square, popped some holes in it, and just used Chicago screws to give me a belt loop. So now I can wear this on my left hip. And I'll probably remove this just so it's not, I can't catch it on anything. Although it's got T6 screws, and I'm a mechanic and I have tons of tools, and the smallest Torx bit I have is a T8, so I guess I got to go get myself a T6. But anyways, So what would I compare this knife to? So if you've looked online or been in your Walmart, I don't think recently because I don't think they carry it anymore, but the Bear Grylls paracord knife, very similar to this. In fact, I had one for a while and I gave it to one of my sons. The only major difference in the two knives is the Bear Grylls knives has a much bigger finger choil here. I don't believe the Bear Grylls knives has this jimping. See the jimping right there? And the Bear Grylls knife definitely does not have any sort of sharp spine whatsoever. I like the finger choil on the Bear Grylls knives. On the Bear Grylls knife, this one isn't, like I said, isn't as big, but it does the job. But I definitely like the spine being sharp on this knife. So, in my opinion, I think this is a better knife than the Bear Grylls knife. I think it's very similar steel. They're both made in China. So this is, again, Smith & Wesson, which is, well, it used to be Taylor Brands. I think now it's like BMI Corporation. They make the Smith & Wesson knives, Schrades, Old Timers. That might be all. I'm not 100% sure. And apparently they're the parent company for many other outdoor gear product companies. So for 22 bucks, I mean, you can get better knives out there. This isn't exactly like a woods, it's more of a tactical looking knife. It's not a woods or a bushcraft or a camp knife, but you know, for the size of it, it does a pretty good job. And like I said, it seems to hold the edge pretty well. I haven't had to sharpen it at all. I guess it could be a rather large neck knife. Again, there's holes here, here, and here. I have those filled up with the Chicago screws. But I guess you could put a loop through there and make this into a neck knife. The retention on it is very good. Now the retention is actually, it's just this little torque screw right here. You can see how it's raised on the blade, and it just catches. I covered it up with this piece of leather, but it catches a small divot that's molded into the plastic. You can actually see the notch right there where it ramps into. I don't know, well, the camera's going to pick that up, but right there. And it does a pretty good job. So like I said, for 22 bucks, I would recommend this knife. For light duty work, you know, just some small camp chores. It'll notch, you'll make tent pegs, you know, pot hanger notches, those sorts of things. You know, you're not going to do any major, obviously major wood processing work. Dressing game, food prep, it would excel at all of those tasks. And you get about, I don't remember, 20 feet of paracord. No, it's 20 feet. Probably close to 20 feet of paracord. I don't remember how much it was that I pulled off to rewrap it. But yeah, just a short video on the buck. It's not a buck. The Smith & Wesson 910 paracord knife. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and comment on this video. And if you have one, definitely comment on it. Or if you even have the Bear Grylls version, tell us what you think of that knife. Because I think that's, I actually think that's probably one of the best Bear Grylls lines of knives that they make. Subscribe to my channel, PA Outdoors. I really appreciate that. Get outdoors, enjoy yourself, but remember, be safe out there. Thanks for watching.